This camera is my life. Get yourself a new life. Ash was a hardcore savage. Ash in older seasons was like, I'm out of Pokemon, but not out of options. I will never be as cool as him, and I just have to accept it. Oh, so this is what riding a dragon feels like. Poor Charizard. I love the Pokemon merch in Ash's bedroom. I'll see you soon, Pidgeot, 22 years later. So that was a lie. Are you kidding me? Team Rocket will now take possession of your Pokemon. Give me your Pokemon. Where's this headed? Help me, Slowbro. I'm stuck. What are you doing, Slowbro? Guys, have you seen these beta versions of the Kanto Mega starters? They're so cool, especially Charizard. I'm not even tired. Look, guys, I have so much energy. This whole time we thought Brock had spiky hair. However, the screenshot confirms that he does in fact have a cranial deformity, in which his skull is spiked, giving him the appearance of having spiky hair. This Charmander is made out of pumpkins. What this means? Snakeazard? I think we can all agree before Lucario, this Beetle was the best fighting type. I don't see any beautiful girl. Just turn around. Misty, please. Only one of us can hallucinate at a time. When normal people see this, they just think of the letter R. When I see this, well, you know, other anime spoilers. Haha, this character will die on episode 9. No! Pokemon spoiler. Team Rocket will try to capture Pikachu on episode 9. Lol. My package arrived. Unfortunately, Pikachu didn't survive. Rest in peace. Easy at the age when you first played this game. Impossible as an adult. Come back when you've made 20 friends. When you hear your pet chewing something, open up. Giant Snorlax plush found decapitated on the side of the road in Singapore. Damn, Moltres used burn up. Moltres burned itself out. He must realize that I'm Sabrina's father. Then that must mean you're a photographer. Ash, you idiot. How to start a civil war. Who is the best starter? The Mona Pika. My mum is the best Pokemon Go player in the world because every day she sends me stuff like this. Don't tell dad. I'm the guy in the silver car in the background who's late for work because this goddamn chicken is fighting a chandelier. Need me an emotional support Eevee. I'll always be proud of Doug Trio for seeking therapy and dealing with his anger issues, giving him a positive role model. Apparently, Netflix can translate anything. Are you okay? Yeah, from what I can see, you're a novice trainer. Am I right? Okay. I saved this region 10 years ago. How dare you? Giratina taking a bath. Is this the America-only Pokemon expansion? Pokemon Gun. Unlike most from my generation, I actually like to go to fine art galleries just to appreciate true art. How can I stop myself from spending when I'm buying with a literal Pokemon card? Smash Bros Ultimate. Everyone is here. Game Freak. Found several packs worth of Pokemon cards strewn across a Target parking lot and took a picture to show my friends without realizing how much my outfit elevated the scene to aftermath of a wizard duel. Everyone is about to square up. Then you have Espeon minding his damn business. How did Bulbasaur's wear hats? Left, because it's around its head. Waited years to visit the Pokemon Fossil Museum, and it exceeded every expectation. I never want to leave. Stories through Pokemon cards. Mess with the Gookie and you get the Bazooki. You'll never be able to unsee this. Just received my latest Pokemon card that I ordered from Wish. Looks a little different though. Who's that Pokemon? Nobody ever asks, how's that Pokemon? These Pokeballs contain 3 beginner Pokemon. First up, Trico. So is it a water type? Rejected by the one girl I loved. I'll never find one like her again. Don't worry, Brock. You'll find plenty of other girls to reject you. Ash is in Alola now because his mum's Mr. Mime won a contest. Why the hell did he let a psychic Pokemon gamble? This information still haunts me. Can Pokemon pee? Pokemon don't poo or pee because their waste byproduct is expelled through the use of their special moves. A reminder that this is what a Shelder looks like on the inside. This Geodude costume got me crying, not the transparent PNG legs. I love the Pokemon merch in Ash's bedroom. Brock from Pokemon finally got a girlfriend after 20 years of being single. People talk about Goku being the worst father. Flint left Brock with 8 siblings and was living in the woods behind the gym. When you run out of Pokeballs. Using Pikachu against water, flying. Using Pikachu against ground grass electric dragon. Articuno used Blizzard. My Blastoise. I caught you, now you're mine. Don't you already have a girlfriend? I can have up to 6 on my team. I've still got space. It lurks in cities pretending to be a lamp. Once it finds someone whose death is near, it will trail quietly after them. Lampin looks like it wants to be with you forever. Hold up. Be the person you are looking to become and never give up. POV, you are Mewtwo. I'm so glad that I'm alive to witness this. Wake up, babe. We are going to take turns riding the Lickitung slide. You're going too fast. Pokemon Go should not be played while driving. Well, first of all, I'm a passenger, so jot that down. I got fired at my job as a cop. Apparently it's inappropriate to yell Pikachu while I tase people. Periodic table, 893 Pokemon. Could you briefly explain Pokemon lore? Wait, are Pokemon saying their names, or are they named after the sounds they make? Remember when this guy replaced Brock? Get in the ball. Please get in the ball. I wasn't asking. Pokemon. Ash just went to meet his dad for the first time ever. Ash's dad after he wins the world championship. Right, I'm back. Pokemon with tragic stories of being abandoned and waiting for their trainers for a long time. How it feels to be a Texan playing Pokemon Go. The sun sucks. The way is blocked. POV. You meet Jesus and he's just like, yo, check out my sweet yo-yo. Damn it, James. Prepare for trouble in the dance. I'm wearing tights instead of pants. How to catch a girlfriend. I love how Pokeballs are transparent in the Pokemon manga. This is definitely one of the coolest things ever. Find someone who loves you as much as a lowland Raichu loves pancakes. Despite having the tagline, gotta catch them all, Ash Ketchum only caught 43 out of 649 Pokemon. I love your flooring, what is it? Oak. I feel like a kid again. Battle me and I'll make you feel even more like a child. When someone snipes the gym you just took down. A metaphor for being forced to choose a life path when you're 18. Or you could just become a magical girl. He's keeping warm. He's using Charizard's tail. Pokemon drone show in Japan. Imagine being drunk and then you look up and see a size-accurate Rayquaza coming down from the clouds. My 7-year-old sister's Pokemon team. I'm laughing so hard. iPhone 14, Samsung A15, Nintendo, PS5, Xbox, MacBook. This is Brock's mum from Pokemon. She has gone through 10 pregnancies and 10 childbirths, and this is how she looks. Give this woman a medal. Pokemon be like, hey, my name is Misty, I'm 11. What a coincidence. I'm 11 too. 23 years later. Hey, my name is Serena, and I'm 11. What a coincidence, me too. Anyone who says the Unova anime is bad has obviously not seen this episode. I'm just saying, what if? One day, delusions turn into ashes. Pokemon. I need to lower this Pokemon's HP so my trainer can catch it. Pokemon to Pokemon. Do a critical hit. Charizard isn't a... Yes, Charizard is... It should be a dragon. How the Lucario I live with looks at me when I say, just because you're immune to poison doesn't mean you can eat chocolate. No, you can't have any. Sir, you can't go in there. It's an active crime scene. But there's a Pikachu in there. Which of these is a popular pink character from the children's Pokemon series? Jigglypuff, Powerpuff, Hufflepuff, Puff and Stuff. This person. Sometimes Pokemon logic makes me mad. Flygon used Dig. Typhlosion used Earthquake. Flygon's Levitate protects it from damage. You know, back in my days, we didn't have no fancy gems to help us in battle. We just took our type weakness to the chin and kept going. The Chinese names for the Bulbasaur evolution line are very wholesome. Bulbasaur, wonderful frog seed. Ivysaur, wonderful frog grass. Venusaur, wonderful frog tower. Bulbasaur brought you a flower. What in the world is this, Pokemon Go? Single mum needs some attention. Was created to resemble a scarecrow. Weak against flying types. I want to know what the game designers were on when they put these kind of dialogues in the game. If I'm wearing a bikini, where do I put my Pokeballs? Tee women seek... Do you think they dyed and styled their hair like that because they love their evolutions? Or since it's anime, were they born with hair like that and chose their evolutions based on the destiny their hair foretold? I don't know. I miss the time when Pokemon games used to come in cool cardboard boxes. Outsourcing labor by attaching a Pokewalk to Kirby. Your cat's called Kirby. It looks like Rayquaza is laughing at Deoxys falling down the stairs. Pokemon mums on Mother's Day, Pokemon dads on Father's Day, and just like that, we now definitively have the best Markiplier video. Smash or pass, all Pokemon. Smash. Let's be cuddly forever. Yeah, guys, please. The 2 kings in chess and the 2 queens. What's wrong, babe? You haven't touched your Pokemon Pop-Tarts. He's a little guy. Playing Pokemon Go, if you find this Pokemon, just go under it. You will not be affected by rain. Master Balls are actually produced by WarriorWare. Bidoof. They outnumber you 5 to 1. Then it is an even fight. One is surprisingly protective of its environment. If its mountain is ravaged by a landslide or a fire, this Pokemon will haul topsoil to the area, plant trees, and beautifully restore its own territory. Don't lie to me, you monster. Med at level 30, likes to run. Coffee, Starbucks. I need this. Pokemon trainers be like, OMG, how did you guess I was a ghost specialist? The Johto trio before and after the Typhlosion allegations. Mudkip used muddy water. He has been waiting all of his life for this delicious moment. Alakazam has mega evolved into Mega Alakazam. Stop. How old are you? When I was little, Pokeballs didn't exist yet. Sad Pokemon fact. Every time Pikachu says Pika-Pi, Pikachu means Satoshi, which is Ash's Japanese dub name. So every time Pikachu says that in that scene where Ash died, Pikachu was crying Ash's name. They play volleyball with Jigglypuff. The craziest Betamon is this guy, who would evolve into a random Pokemon upon evolution. Like, imagine finding this autism creature fighting for its life out in the wild. So you catch it out of pity, and 2 months later it evolves into a goddamn Rayquaza. Pregnancy done right. I love Coughing's face so much, it doesn't even change. He's dying from 1000 volts of electricity, and his face still says, "Morning, happy to see you." Pokemon bath bombs. This is such a good idea. Just spilled a whole bunch of water on my laptop. Ash, what have been your worst decisions? This, and this. Can we all agree that Rayquaza is the hardest Pokemon name of all time? On today's episode of things I don't need but really want. Squirtle watering can. When someone talks about Pokemon, who said Pokemon? Last night I had a dream that they announced the mouth type, and that these Pokemon had that type. I recently got my girlfriend into playing Pokemon. She does not really play video games at all. Here are some highlights from her journey so far. Will I meet Pikachu in this game? Yes, he can be found in a forest. Oh my, it's like meeting a famous person. Is any Pokemon immune to being confused by this stupid bat? I found fossils. Okay, now you need to keep these exact fossils, but for thousands of years, pristine condition. Even if they're like a PSA 1, they'll be worth millions if people still like Pokemon. Hello everyone. I drew you a Coughing. Babe, are you okay? You've barely touched your Pikachu cake. The greatest battle in history. Cashier Wanted must be 10 years old with 20 years of experience. We as a society have not made fun of Garyoke enough for throwing a water bottle at a Groundon in Journeys. There is my leftover Dasani at the personification of the land itself. Since it's Nidoking week, I'm okay, I'm Nidoking. My best friend 3D printed a Gengar Pokeball for me. The 1 out of 1 Cheetos art has been pulled. Can't stop thinking about Dwayne the Reggie Rock Johnson. Pokemon idea. Giant strips of grass that move around and act like snakes. Ground grass. Name them Envilorn and Constricturf. The Galar starters are the worst starter trio by far. I'm sorry, Brock, they're not dead. It's been a while since I cooked for others. A while? You see, I used to travel with some friends and often cooked for them. Same here. I wonder what they're doing right now. Looks up to the sky. Brock, just start crying, man. Come on, finish the bit. Now this is how you cook. Just use your Pokemon cards. Mewtwo got away safely. Damn, that was close. Team Rocket, where's mustaches? Ash Ketchum. I've never met this talking Meowth in my life. The opposing god of war was seated. Why are you smiling like that, Bulbasaur? Nah, he doesn't bite. Playful growling. Apparently the Droopy inside Dragapult's horns eagerly look forward to being launched out at Mach speeds. I live for this. Fighting a grass type and having an ice beam. Combining Happy Hour, Amulet Coin, and Rumtom prize money makes you some ridiculous cash. No wonder this dude's angry. You probably took his pension there. Here's a smiling Crobat to make your day better. Hey, my boy Oddish just came over. It's about to be lit. These are the most fake-mon looking real Pokemon starters I've ever seen. They just look fake, yeah. I need a game where we can join these guys. Me. You can't impress me with cars. The car. Redrew my old Pokemon art 20 years later. Don't give up on your dreams. Average Pokemon evolution. Magikarp evolution for some reason. I am once again asking you to prepare for trouble and make it double. Pikachu is stressed, so he's going to bed. Good night, Pikachu. Pikachu is getting big and chunky. The Pokemon community when Charizard is in yet another game. Pokemon fact. Health and safety. If you make your pets fight in real life, you'll be arrested. Man, these spot the difference games are getting harder. Did it work? If you consider that working, yeah. Little friends taking sippies. Yes, I'm a bug trainer now. My therapist. Zubatman isn't real. He can't hurt you. Zubatman. Introverts in public. Introverts alone. Introverts on Reddit, Discord. Introverts playing games. Other Pokemon. I'm going to use my move to defeat an enemy. Electrode. Ending my life is cool. This cocktail bar in Akihabara makes you cocktails based on any TCG card you give them. Kyogre and Groundon start fighting. Rayquaza. Going into a Pokemon game not knowing what your starter's final form is the biggest gamble you can make in a video game. Who would win? A literal flying dragon that can spit fire. Some pebbles. Your birth month is the Pokemon you turn into. Pick one from each row and make a Pokemon team. Had to put him on straight out of the womb. Remember when Diamond and Pearl just casually was like, oh, this Pokemon is a god by the way. They created the entire universe, and then they let you, a 10-year-old, capture it and rename it Stinky Butt and make it fight for sport. Flawless group of starters. No notes. Why does everyone hate Chikorita? She is a baby and evolves into a cute dinosaur plant monster. Look at her. Rate my fit. You look like some kind of psychic Pokemon trainer. Kids today getting their video game turned into a movie. Get this. Kids in my day got about this? You just had to be there. The surgery has a 90% success rate. You've played Pokemon. You know what accuracy 90 is like. I can't believe he didn't cry at the Titanic. Do men even have feelings? Goodbye, Bulbasaur. It'd be like that. I was up all night studying for this big test. I can do it. The first question. Where are you? Catching Pokemon? It's 3:50 a.m. Sometimes only the good ones come out at night. Come home now. I mean, alright then. You can't enter that word. Fart. Where do you want to send butt guests to? Party or a box? Imagine these crawling on your desk, eating crumbs on your desk like insects, and they're like ant-sized. Why he lick me? Now I understand Twitch plays Pokemon. So Twitch is really just Ash. No wonder he has a tendency to release/leave behind his beloved Pokemon for little rhyme or reason. Types of stress. Stress, hypertension, migraine. Make 5 great curveball throws in a row. In a row? Pokemon evolving, but they molt like bugs. My grandson is supposed to be having a job interview. Is he there? Hi Phillips, we hope your grandson did well. He didn't go. He was busy catching those poke bugs on his phone. Very upset with them. Future event Pikachu with Ash's hat from each season. My mother found this buried in the attic. She said she forgot to give it to me for Christmas of 1998. The game alone sells for $400 if unopened. This gem has the player's guide. This vehicle is what you should pick up your date with. He really loves the Snorlax pillow. So, are you more excited for the Pokemon game that looks like Zelda, or the Pokemon game that looks like Zelda? Solar Eclipse. Before and after. It has Mew on its back. Broly actually turned his gym into a gym. It's finally been done. The gym is finally reborn. My family and friends trying to get me to leave the house. That last sentence seems harsh and uncalled for. When 3 Magnemite link together, their brains also become one. They do not become 3 times more intelligent. Visiting your old elementary school like, how to get a girlfriend. A reminder that they have raincoats for the Pikachu mascot costumes. Remember how Team Rocket's Meowth was super special for being the only Meowth that could walk on 2 legs? Then they were like, just kidding, they can all do that, and this one is Puss in Boots. Doug Trio cosplay. I made a historically accurate Doug Trio cosplay. No matter how many Pokemon are dancing in this enclosure, if you enter, the bison will kill you. Do not enter. What the hell happened here? Someone played Pokemon Go and it went wrong. Chonk chart. 20, a fine boy. 30, he chunk. A heckin' chunker. Hefty chunk. Mega chunker. Oh lord, he coming. The classic beauty of Pokemon movie settings. Piplup is cheering you on and wants you to keep going. Love is a lot like Pokemon. You're going to get a starter and it's going to mean a lot to you, but throughout the game you'll run into plenty of other Pokemon. Some you'll use a Pokeball to catch, and others you'll use a Great Ball or even an Ultra Ball. You're going to run into a couple of rare Pokemon and even a few legendary Pokemon, but no matter what you do, save your Master Ball for that one Pokemon. That one Pokemon that is truly legendary. To those grown adults still playing Pokemon Go in 2019, I hope it brings you joy. Carry on with your day. Thank you. I just got my first shiny that wasn't on a community day yesterday. I actually thought this was sarcastic. Did you guys? Who's that Pokemon? That's right. It's Wild Mark from the 2006 film Barnyard. I guess I'm uncultured.